If you're into overlanding, you know that a good dash cam isn't just about recording your daily commute. It's about capturing every turn and trail adventure without missing a beat. And don't even get us started on the repair cost of an Overlander. That's why insurance claim is also a good reason to use one. A good one, actually. So, we've been using the 70Mai A810 for a while now, and in this video, we'll share what worked, what could be better, and how it handled life on the trails, so you can decide if it's the right flagship dash cam for your adventures. So, without any further ado, let's begin. So first, let's install the 70Mai A810. We didn't run into anything tricky here because, honestly, it's just like any other dash cam we've dealt with. We started by picking a good spot on the windshield, right behind the rearview mirror, and then we carefully attached the mount, clicked the dash cam in, and it felt secure enough. We ran the cable neatly along the edge of the windshield and down to the power source. Now, talking about its build quality, it feels solid. Here, the power button is on the left, and there are 4 tactile buttons below the screen. We kind of expected touch, but honestly, when your gloves are muddy, buttons are actually easier to work with. The interface here is simple, which is nice. We can switch between live front or rear view, trigger emergency locks, or play clips directly on the 3-inch IPS screen. And the screen feels bigger, which helps us check footage after a bumpy section. Playback is smooth too, so we can pause and see details easily. And yeah, the A810 also supports 4G LTE connectivity, which is honestly a pretty cool extra. Once you pop in a SIM, you can check footage remotely, track the car's location in real time, get instant alerts, and even back everything up to the cloud automatically. It's super handy for road trips or keeping an eye on the car while it's parked. Though, we didn't actually try this feature ourselves, so we might not be showing you any footage of it here. But we definitely appreciate how 70Mai included it for people who want that extra layer of convenience. Performance-wise, up front, it's got the Sony Starvis 2 sensor, true 4K at 25 frames per second, HDR on both front and rear, and a bright glass lens. On the dirt and gravel roads, the footage looked really sharp, like we could actually see the road marks pretty well. So, we must say it's a noticeable jump from our old 1080p dash cams. The front module swivels is handy too. On our rig, the windshield isn't perfectly flat, so being able to adjust the angle after mounting was really convenient. The rear camera is 1080p, and it does a decent job for backing up or seeing what's going on behind, especially when we're navigating tight trails. The best part is both cameras record at the same time, so nothing gets missed. During the day, the 70Mai A810 really impresses with its front 4K footage. Driving on highways, country roads, or through small towns, everything comes out sharp and detailed. License plates, street signs, and even smaller objects on the side of the road are easy to read when you pause the frame. The HDR does a good job handling bright sunlight and shadows, so nothing gets washed out or overly dark. Colors look natural and vibrant, not overly processed, which makes trees, buildings, and cars look realistic on video. Reflections from wet roads or shiny surfaces are handled well too, so you're not losing details. The rear 1080p camera is obviously not as sharp as the front, but we can say it works fine for general rear visibility and capturing what's behind the car. Now, if talking about the nighttime footage, we were curious how it would handle low-light off-roading, and honestly, it did a pretty good job. The night owl vision combined with 3D noise, reduction, and wide dynamic range really helped keep details visible without everything turning into a blurry mess. The rear 1080p cam isn't as crisp, but for backing it in the dark, it was more than enough. Overall, we can say night runs felt safe, and the footage actually looks usable, sharp, clear, and not overly processed, which is a nice relief for someone who likes to capture overland trips after the sun goes down. It also has the ADAS features, like lane departure and forward collision alerts. But for day-to-day use, or even off the paved road, they were more annoying than helpful. On uneven trails or steep sections, It would beep unnecessarily, so we ended up turning it off. The emergency lock sensitivity, however, was very useful. It captured clips whenever we hit bumps or logs, which was the part that actually mattered while overlanding. After spending time with the 70Mai A810 on a few overlanding trips, we have a pretty clear picture of how it performs off-road. The front 4K camera captures details really well, whether it's dusty trails or small things, which are surprisingly easy to spot when you pause a frame. Although we find the rear cam isn't nearly as sharp, but it's enough to catch the number plates, and every incident happens behind you. Overall, we can say the A810 is reliable, practical, and built to handle trails, making it one of the stronger flagship dash cams for those who want clarity, durability, and convenience on the road and off. So, if you're into overlanding and want a dash cam that handles rough trails, captures every detail in crisp 4K, and still helps out in tight spots, we can say the 70Mai A810 can be a solid choice. Alright, that's all for today. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below, as we love to hear from you, and share this video if you find it helpful. Until next time.